I dropped in, I caught some fish here. Just as soon as I put my lines down, I got bit. Nothing. I don't know what else going on around here. I don't know what that is. Big boat probably coming in off the Fairweather facility. Running. Patrick, good morning. Patrick. Well, I dropped in and right away I got hit. Thought it was going to be hot, and then nothing happened after that. I'm afraid to drop. I'm afraid of this area. It's super sketchy on the. There's so much. There's so many things on that aren't on the sonar. It's just like constant. Constant. Like I don't even know who in the world came up with this. What morons took the sonar readings around here? I don't know. Like the government's supposed to. I need a haircut. Government is supposed to do this death sounding. They failed. They failed around here. I don't know if the earthquakes made them come back up or what, but I was trying to run down the coast last night and it was like white knuckles and so many. I was like, man, they're not even close. There's so much stuff. It'd be like, I'm trying to stay in the channel. It says it's 150 feet deep, but it's coming up to like 70 feet. But I made it. Next time I run that way, I'm just gonna go way offshore. That's what I see all the other boats doing. Like just more than 3 miles offshore to get away from all the rocks. Thank you for the sparkles. Shannon here. Oh, Shannon's here. Yeah, I got bit right away when I dropped in, and then I thought it's on now. And I didn't get any bites after that. Oh, there's a bite. No, I got the. I just put my floats in. I think I'm gonna set my floats at 20 fathoms, so that I stay out of trouble. Because I fished here before. It was terrifying. There is fish though. It seems like. Be good. I could get at least try and get like 50 or 60 going and sell, so it's not so embarrassing. Oh man, I'm gonna need some boots. I just woke up. I just got out of bed a little while ago. Started drinking my tea, you know, and I thought I seen a couple trollers in here. I thought we were going to be fishing for king salmon, and right away I started getting cold. So let's just set the floats to 20. We should be able to stay out of trouble like that, and then we'll put our mains to 30 so we can try and get some kings. Let's see what we can do here. I got some bites already. See what we can do here. First, let's clear the board. I don't know why this thing's so long. See what these things look like. I don't know why my daggone. wonder they're paying good money for them. They're beautiful. That hit me right in the gut. Charter boat right in front of me. Let me move out of the way of this charter boat so I don't hit him. They might get all tangled up. They might get tangled up because I got long leaders on. Got pretty long leaders on up there. My donut's gonna be way, way down in there. Holly's texting me. Yeah, okay. Let's bring this side in while that fades out. It's gonna go way, way out. Oh wait, there's a donut right there. How about that? That's handy. Thought the donut was gonna be way out. so slow. I'm gonna have to add hydraulic fluid to it. I don't know what's going on. Must be. I working on my belts yesterday, so maybe the belt's loose. I don't know. It's always something. Should probably find out before I put more gear down. At least all I got's 50s out and not 70s. What it might be, I might not have set my anchor, I might not push the selector valve all the way down. Might have been it. Let's see there. Oh yeah, that was it. It's always something, man. It's not one thing, it's another. That was an easy fix though. Jump on it! We got bites right away. Bites. I hope they got a good price on these things here. I think Cross Sound has the best price. We'll see what they're offering though. Maybe this will be the year of the coho. Bit undersized king, that's good. Not missing by much. They're around, we're probably gonna do good on them. got? We got 4 real nice ones. Let's pull. Adjust this. First time I ever fished down here, I got the craziest bite. Was this time of year, and I put all my lines out, and the wire started shaking. I had hooks on every stop, and it was like the wire started, and they're going back and back and back, and then the floats turned over. Everything got all tangled up. Fish on every hook. It was a disaster. Dressed here, I can see that coming. Let's go down deep with the heavy. Gonna have to put on the rubber grills. Gear. I put so much gear on that float. I gotta tie some more stuff up. Nice. But we'll go with what we got here first of all. We'll put down what we got to begin with. There's a bunch of boats up further up in there. That's it. on the old hoochie squid mama. Hoochie mama. That's close to what we want. Clean these fish. Ah, here you go, Zyro. I got something. Look, I actually caught one. Can you believe it? Caught one. Vast improvement from the Yakutats. No fish at all there, pretty much. We need to tie more hooks ASAP. Not enough here. That's not enough. We want more hooks, man. More hooks. Country Carpenter, good morning. Where's my rubber? I had a bite like right away, and now I got nothing. I gotta fix my bilge pump too. Kind of like to be at the wheel to see like when I'm about to run into the bottom. It's almost inevitable. It's like all these boats are up in the air for some reason. I remember the first time I ever came to Sitka, there was a guy, Adam Cole was in here with me, and he was coming up to this area to fish, catching the big numbers of coho salmon. I think he was getting like 250 a day or something up here. Fishing hasn't been that good since then, but it's a spot. There's several boats in here. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 big trawlers in here. They're all in here closer to the rocks and stuff. They know where to drag in there and not get snagged. I was fishing in there second summer season a couple years ago. I caught some huge kings, but man, the bottom is not where they said it was going to be. Got 30 fathoms out. Something like relatively close to the bottom. I don't know. Oh, I said I need to tie more gear. I do. Love you, Holly. Good morning. TC Cooper, what's up? No. I got, well, I had major thermostat was making me overheat. I took that out. Now we're not overheating. Now the belt, I have a belt alignment issue. You know, we had a really big belt alignment issue when we first put it in, and my mechanic friend was looking at it, and he's like, this is way out. So we altered the, this probably wasn't the right thing to do. I'm sure it was not the right thing to do, but well, it got me here, you know. He cut the alternator bracket and like moved it so that it would line up the pulley. And it's welded cast. It's not good. Yeah, and so it's, you know, I made it all the way like 200 miles. I made it about 180 miles plus messed around before I started to have a bad squeaking issue. I guess it was chirping. Yeah, I got wear on like the top of the belt on one side. So something is, I think it could even be like, it's not even just so much that it's like not out or in, that it could even be like twisted, you know? Because the alternator bracket is, well, I guess only one side of the bracket's cut, but yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about, I got this. Somewhere around here I have a whole nother alternator bracket. I've been looking at it. I got this alternator bracket. You know, obviously I would like an alternator bracket that's not cut, custom sized, you know, cheap. Faulty weld. It's not faulty welding, but you can't weld on. You can't expect that cast to weld properly. Anyway, this alternator bracket takes a different alternator. The bracket I have in there now is the other style for like the alternator that has this part on it. This one's for an alternator that's got the, you know. So I'm thinking about getting the alternator that fits this bracket, but then I'm expecting when I put it on there for it to have the same alignment issue that the other one did. In which case I'll kind of be like up the creek, you know, as far as making that whole system work. And the alternators I'm looking at that fit this are like $300 bucks or whatever. The alternator that's got the small one is just a cheapo Remy Delco you can get for like 80 bucks or 100 bucks. But I'd like to try and figure it out with this, with it, I don't know. I don't know. When I get back to the dock at Sitka, I'm going to sit there with it. I don't have the proper length straight edge. I'm going to make a right length to get it straight edge. And I have calipers with me. I'm going to find out like exactly what's going on. But I got the calipers. I watched a bunch of YouTubes on it. It said you could use the, you can use calipers in a straight edge, or you can use a laser alignment tool. And I looked those up. They're like at least 100 bucks. I was trying to get the guy. You know what? Did they train those people at Napa to like be as incompetent as possible? It's like, get me an alternator bracket. Like he's like a horseshoe style one. I'm like, yeah, for a Cummins 4BT. No, they cannot. No, I can't do that. I even looked it up on the internet and I can't find it. It's like, man, I don't have time for that while I'm out here fishing. Thank you, Ollie. Anyway. It's running well enough. I mean, I made it like, I made it a really long way with the belt out of alignment, but it was chewing the belt up. I could see that it was chewing the belt. I was just hoping that it would stop. I don't know. It wasn't chirping or squalling or squeaking or nothing. And then after I made the long run, and I did take the thermostat out, so I just had everything taken apart. Then it might have chirped at me a little bit before, but then it was definitely chirping, you know, like at Elfin Cove. It was chirping bad. And, but you know, once I started running it for a while, it would quiet down, so it didn't worry me too much. And then when I went to take off to come to Sitka, which is 90 miles, it started chirping pretty bad when I started to put the throttle to it to get down here. I'm like, that's not going to work for me. I'm not striking out on the 90-mile run in the middle of nowhere with this going on. So I pulled over, got in a safe anchorage, and tested I do have a straight edge to like get an idea. It's just too long to really maneuver it the way I want it to. But I mean, everything's pretty well in alignment. I mean, it's really close. All the bearings are tight, you know. I don't know, something. It's like, well, it's not too minor. It's causing significant wear on the belt. And when I started up this morning, anyway, I put a new belt on it. I had another belt. I put a brand new belt on it, no squeaky squeak, and I took off. So I ran like, you know, 60 miles last night, and then anchored up and a good spot again, and then started it this morning squeaking already. So like, it's not something, I can't just keep buying $80 belts every week, you know. I gotta figure it out. But I'm comfortable fishing today anyway. Is the pulley bent? The pulley bent. Yeah, I mean, so I got this motor on eBay for $5,000 bucks, which is pretty reasonable, you know. It's not cheap, but it's pretty reasonable. I don't know if it was in an accident or what, you know, like it could have gotten in a collision, or it could have been bumped during shipment, right? It could be out of alignment for those reasons. But it's an awful lot of boats in here. Very important what? Only takes millimeters? Yeah, well, something's going on with the, it's worn on the top of the belt, like, I mean, I can show you, but take my word for it. I got the, so like I got a green belt on there right now, and like, it's got, I don't know, you can just see immediately, after running it for 10 hours or whatever, it wore one side on the top, on the, you know, the part of the smooth side. It makes me think that something is bent, you know. It kind of looks like, when I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like the tensioner arm, like the actual steel, the big cast steel could be bent on the tensioner arm. Because I have two tensioners. I brought an extra brand new tensioner, and it still did it with the new tensioner. It was still squeaking. I did the test with the water, and when I put water under the belt, you know, when I get it on the groove side of the belt, water, it stops squeaking, and then it gets more squeaking when it dries out. So they say that's alignment, but I don't know which one's out of alignment. I'm gonna get back to the dock here tonight, and like I said, I'm gonna get a straight edge. I'll probably go to Napa and get a straight edge. I think the deal is, like, I could probably be making $500 a day on, at least $300 a day on these cohos, but the chum salmon I don't think aren't hitting yet. The real lure out here is the king salmon. Like, they could come in and we could start catching 20 a day any second now, or 50 or 100, I don't know. But it's been super slow on kings. As far as I know, it's still open. I got two on the boat, so I hope it's open. A belt dressing? I got 4 right away. What, Kay? Someone was asking me questions, Kay. Yeah, I'll pray for you. What do you want? You got a specific something? Yeah, no, I was running this by. Okay, there's some people that know a little bit about mechanics in here. I was just running it by them, what I got going on. I don't think they're going to tell me anything I haven't already heard, but they might. When's your surgery? Okay, yeah, we'll pray for you. Lord, I just ask that we can lift up Kay to you, God, for this surgery. Lord, guide the doctor's hands and their decisions. We just, we just ask that you comfort Kay and give her a touch. Let her know that you love her. And then ultimately, that's the most important thing, God. We just praise you this morning, ask for a blessing. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah, that too. We'll get to that part next. I feel like I gotta watch the sonar. I don't trust it out here until I made a pass. I'm not trusting the not getting snagged out here. It's been steady like 40 fathoms for a while. These boats are all in here where I remember fishing before. When I fished in here in August one time. Yeah, there's quite a few boats in here. I don't know why I'm not getting bit. Maybe I should go faster. Got bit initially. Let me, I gotta fix this, bilge pump. I need to get some water on this fish. They're all bloody. Take you guys with me. Get a butt connector and get back. So make it a day. These stupid connectors cost a fortune, actually. I heard Shannon had a bilge pump on a stick too. I need to get a stick. My bilge pump not supported properly here. We're hanging over the side. It's an emergency fix. We got the drop-in bite. As soon as we dropped in, bam, and then now nothing. Crimping pliers are like completely insufficient for the job. What's up? I got some other crimpers. We'll just crimp it on there temporarily and then go get the other ones in a lighter. Come back. I'm definitely, my mechanic friend doesn't use crimps, he only solders. I'm getting with that program. I'm so sick of my stuff just falling apart. Got these crimpers work better, the line crimpers. I wonder if the fish come in, if there's a deckhand that wants day work out here, that won't steal everything I got on my boat or like knife me in the back and throw me overboard. See if I can get some water going on in here. That was so weird. Yeah, we dropped right on top of some fish, you know. Now the fish can chill out for a little bit. Man, that stupid is the worst system. I'd rig it up better. I don't plan to have it for very long though. Not too worried about it. There's a bite on the float finally. Double O bite. Must be something in here, all these boats. There's also the fact that it's pretty close to Sitka. We're about like 35 miles, 30 miles or something from Sitka. I don't know, it might not be that far. Let's see. We're going to go straight across. Estimate. Where's Sitka? Yeah, we're pretty far out. We're 30 miles as the crow flies. I mean, it's a pretty good run. See what these other boats are doing in here. Yeah. How do you know, the Western Huskies? I was king trolling around them last year. We found them. I said I was going to do a tie on one here, I said. I could have probably caught 10 or 20 coho there if I had more hooks out. But I didn't. was looking on my desk, I would see those spoons that she had sent me, the boho spoons. And then, before I left, I went to go find them. No way. Nowhere to be found. Alright, Tiana, see you later. I'm north of Sitka. Just coming into the area here. Seems to be some cohos here. Nice size ones too. For this time of year, they're pretty big. That's good. Hooks. I don't really have any hooks on my heavies right now. What's up, Jinx? You know, I feel like I just gotta get in here where these other boats are and see what they're up to. I have trolled it here before, and it was definitely like, there's a certain path, you go down the path and everybody else can catch big salmon. It's crazy. It's crowded though, there'll be like there's like a lineup of boats. There's like a rock, there's a big rock in the water, and then everybody goes in a big circle and comes back around on this one rock. And there's fish that lay up alongside of it. Big salmon kind of fish. Mostly. I got this one sporty spoon, but man, it's got some nice, it's got a nice paint job. I don't work. I got to hit on. We're catching coho pretty steady in here, I think now. Should have brought more iced tea and less energy drinks. That thing's messed me up. Brought some scissors too. Got some scissors around here somewhere. I think it's totally worthless. Doesn't have a rear end on it there. I'm getting in the old guy deal where it's like I got these old busted old spoons for the coho, I always tell this little guy, you need new spoons, man. You're not gonna catch any fish like that. I'm there. I'm like, I don't even care. I don't believe you. I think they're gonna bite them anyway. They sure will. But there are enough of them in there. Butcher's got some friends up here fishing on a bay liner. They were having electrical issues. Went back to the dock. They had 9 kings and I don't know how many cohos up here in 2 days. Worst things can happen than that, really. If they could do that in a bay liner hand trolling, I might be able to do alright with power trolling. Hard to say. There's a big hit. Might be a king right there. Another bite kicks him. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. That's a king, I think. Oh, yeah. Nice bite. Finally got on some fish. My goodness. It's nice to drive all the way down here and then have there be a few fish. I mean, it's depressing not catching it. Especially when you tune into Shannon and he's got one on every hook. We're going to call him Every Hook Cargo. Shannon, Every Hook Cargo. You know that Andrew guy, he's from Sitka, he fishes in here. He told me that they don't bite the white assassin here, but I got something biting the heck out of my starboard heavy right now. That should be a keeper, I think. Let's see what we got here. Put some more hooks on there. Heck yeah, it was every hook for DeShannon. Killing them. Okay, I'm all tangled up in my gear. Stepped right through it like a snare I did. fish. They're probably only paying $6 for them down here. You watch. I got 2 of them. With a 135-pound test leader, that does it. Kind of high up on the wire. I'm gonna get some darker Gucci's on. Really like those here. Yeah, the dark, anything dark seems to be like the secret sauce down here. This will probably work. Try this shiny one here. See how deep they are. We get some shallow. My sonar's been on the fritz back here. getting ready to crash into the bottom, I'll have a little heads up. I can't see the machine in the front from the back here, not very well. If I'm not too close to the bottom and I see it coming up, I can take measures, you know. If I get way too deep, then I mean, yeah, if it gets way too shallow, then I'm kind of in trouble anyway, no matter what I do. But it can mean the difference of losing thousands and just losing nothing. Right now, 165 is too shallow. Disaster averted. No sooner did that thing get hooked up than it started to get shallow. I was not wrong. Supposed to be 40 fathoms here, and it's 31 fathoms. That's a little bit off. You just gotta go by faith and wing it. Maybe the Sitka guys are in cahoots with the NOAA people. And it's told them don't chart it right so that people don't come take our faith. So this line's got the zinc on it and didn't catch any king salmon. The other one, no zinc, double king, and coho. Let's play that out a little further and see if it continues that way. It's a good color for down here, dark purple, basically black. Why it works here and not in Yakutat. That's just what it is. this computer, I gotta set it to record the tracks every time. It's like the original 1971 F computer. It's the original. Let's see, go to settings. General ships and tracks. Track, record track. Gotta turn it off, then turn it back on. That way I can get a track on the second machine and just follow the track. Just a bit of bite on this float. Keeper, I guess. Not really that big, but keeper. Wow, we're getting the kings now. What's up? What's up, Kicking Wiggy? Where you at? There you go. You didn't bite this one. Let's try the, let's try two of these. Like I just caught that one on. We'll put two in a row. Let's try that. That's always good. Get the double that way. Much better than where I just was before. there's a lot to think about here. There's lots of boats and stuff. So, all right, leave you guys out here just watching the nothing. But I got boats in front of me, boats next to me. Unknown depth. A lot of factors here. It's a fear. Remember that? Wasn't there a show called The Fear Factor? You guys remember that? Fear Factor. Yeah. That's what I got at the bottom. The bottom around here is the dang fear factor. Boat. There's always a boat that's like going the way you think that they don't need to go. Kind of angling out. Going out at a 45 degrees instead of going down the coast. But I mean, I know from around here just a couple of times I fish, it's like you better have a route. It's not based on like going up and down the coast how deep it is. It's crazy out here. White king. The white one. I'm sure I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's been so long since I caught fish. I'm just like pretty flabbergasted here. Davidson! Yeah, I got some king salmon here. larger bait fish around here. That helps with catching. Hard to catch anything when the bait's super micro. Out. We got dumped in blood water. Blood water, get some fresh water, and then these hooches out here before they get drenched. Do here. Got to replace this washout off bad. This has got to be a priority here. Soak them in there for a minute, let the blood clean off them the rest of the way. Work pretty good. Gnarly bilge water. Okay. Oh man. Let's see here. There's a bite. Light bite. I was trying to get up here where I could turn around and not have a whole bunch of these big boats driving over the same water, but that ain't gonna happen. They're all in here. I know they're all watching my stream, and then it's like, oh, I got a couple kings. And the whole fleet is like, wow, right onto the spot where I was. I bet, look. Now they're all going up there. And to the Western Husky is up further. And then you got whoever the heck this is. These are the big freezer boats. I guess this is the best thing we got going around here is this right in town. Probably fuel too. Fuel is going to be really high right now, I'm sure. I wonder how bad it is, like how bad it actually is, the fuel. All the big Sitka boats, not all of them, but some of them are right here. They're like bloodhounds on these king salmon. As soon as there's a sniff, man, they come running. bet there's a tender over here in Queen Bay. There might not be, I don't know. There's quite a few boats around though. Quite a few boats. All these guys talk to each other. The guys with big cruiser boats and stuff have their own networks. Like, I don't know how much the fuel is in Sitka, but it's unbelievable at Elfin Cove. It's unbelievably high. I'm assuming all these boats probably fueled up. Well, you know, if they could, they fueled up before it started to go up. Like, fuel prices were pretty steady in Alaska until about like a month ago or something. We were way behind everybody else because they were holding fuel. It takes them a while to sell the fuel in Yakutat. But once they got a new shipment, man, they nailed us with the new price. It was quite aggressive. Let's read something out of the Bible. That'll help everything here. Let's read the proverb number 8. Does not wisdom cry out, and understanding lift up her voice? She takes her stand on top of the high hill, beside the way where the paths meet. She cries out by the gates at the entrance of the city, at the entrance of the doors. To you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. O you simple ones, understand prudence, and you fools, be of an understanding heart. Listen, for I will speak of excellent things, and from the opening of my lips will come right things. For my mouth will speak truth. Wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are with righteousness. Nothing crooked or perverse is in them. They are all plain to him who understands, and right to those who find knowledge. Receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things one may desire cannot be compared with it. I wish I had some more wisdom. It's a shame, too. Definitely a whole lineup of boats fishing shallower too. I'm out here with the biggest boats way offshore. I'm afraid of that inside drag. Maybe I should make some lunch or something. Is it lunchtime? No, it's breakfast. That's a good thing. Let's get started. I already got fish.
I always see you from or you pick me up. I'm ahead of you, Mike.
He's sick of boats.
Very good. Yeah, John, don't pick a station. John, you be here? Any rumors?
Where are you calling home tonight? Clean Bay. That's what it's looking like. If they keep biting, it was like this at Cross Sound. First thing in the morning, like, bam, oh, it's going to be great. And then it was not great. But I do have somewhat of a competitive spirit. I'll tell you what, like, if this is where the big king salmon boats are, there's 5 of them here, the biggest ones, then, like, I feel like I can't let them catch all the fish without me, you know? There's a reason they're in here right now. I bet they're probably getting 50 a day or something. I don't know. What I noticed last year, I started to learn, it's like wherever these guys are at, wherever the big king salmon boats are, it's like you want to be there at dark. It got last year anyway. It got crazy at the 4th of July at dark. So it could be the same way with this. I mean, somebody is catching 80,000 king salmon. It's these boats right here. It's not me. It's not me. But the problem with that is the location, right? I'm not in the right location. Now it seems to be, I'm on to them now. I'm in the right area. Yeah, we got one hit right now. I don't know. It's probably a king. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they stay away from that wire with the zinc on it. I put it on my 4 wire. I usually don't fish things.
Mr. T,
Did you go tuna fishing yet, Edward? I saw that video where your friend on the other boat had one hooked. They had an interesting rod, like a rod holder in the back there. Patrick! We caught at least a few kings this morning. Getting the bite right now. Trying to get everything dialed in. Definitely using a lot of that gear he sent me. Coming in handy. North Pacific. It seems like these boats might be going a little faster than you. Fix that. Yeah, you might have eaten the fish I caught then. That's where I'm catching them for Costco. A lot of the I'm a troller, so if you see where it says troll caught, Troll. Troll. I'm trolling with hooks. That's me. There's like 600 of us up here. Started off well there, but a lot of times these fish are real direction specific. You might pick one up or whatever going the other way, but they really want you to go a certain direction. Something's happening on our prayer chain. Glacier's energy. Whoa, I got a chili! Thanks, Edward. I've got this one pinnacle mapped out here now. I went right over top of it. It was like 26 and a half fathoms. 167 feet or whatever. I'll go on the outside of this one. I was so tired last night trying to get in, trying to run a straight line. There's this big area west of Paz Bay, like brown rocks or something. It's just shoal water for like miles. Rocky fingers coming up. Oh, I got a Sunday. Thank you, Anderson. I was tired and the charting is so bad. There's a rock that literally sticks up out of the water over by Cross Sound, right where we all go in and anchor up. You would think that they would have changed that on the chart, but it makes me nervous, like out in the middle of nowhere, that they missed something else. The chart's trying to tell me it's like 25 fathoms and it starts shooting up to, 13 fathoms. That's really disturbing. All these big cruiser boats must have sucked them up. Sucked up all the fish. Yeah, I think so too, Gary. I really do. Plus they've been, everybody's been searching around for like more than a week. It's been open for like 10 days or something. 13 days. This has got to be something. After I'm thinking about it, and everybody's going here and there, that they're here, You're right. They gotta do something. I mean, I don't think these guys would tie up. It's shallow out here off the side of the state. It'd be better if I just went back over the same track where I knew it was shallow. I know how shallow it is. Nice having more horsepower where I can give it some gas, Take my gear out quicker. It is shallower out here. It's ridiculous. 25 fathoms. It says 40 fathoms on the chart. I made it over it though. We got another point on the map. See if we can pick a fish up off. Yeah, I don't know. If I was to do this more down here, specifically around Sitka, it's terrible mapping. Down there in Ketchikan, it's really bad too, actually. You know what? Craig's not that bad. They did better in Craig, I think. And also Coronation Island seems to be okay. This is terrible. It's just like the people at NOAA just got tired. There were so many high spots, and they just got lazy and stopped marking them. Like, literally. There's so many pinnacles. They must have just gotten like, well, here you go, guys. You know, there's... No, they don't even put the shit... It's not even indicated in any way that there's shallows out here. Nimby is here! Nimby, do you see my chump flies? Look, this is what we're going to use to get chump salmon, God willing. We got them all. They're like a, they're like a fly. They got a swivel on both sides. It's for the dog salmon. Well, I set it just the right depth out here, 30 fathoms, it's doing me right. Getting right over the bottom in places I can speed up and pick up. Bottom, I think it's actually gravel in places. Hey, Tuesdays with Joy! Some guys were telling me they use two cannonballs tied together. They'll tie a lightweight one on a light breakaway, 1 fathom off of their, I think it was 1 fathom, off the main cannonball, and then just let it down until it starts grinding the bottom. That attracts the king salmon. Yeah, our own database. Well, this guy, like, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago I was down here, and where was I on the King Opener? I didn't do good at all. And I came back here, there's this guy had the boat, the Doe Bay, and I think he's still got the boat. It's a wooden troller about a little bit bigger than mine. And he said he was getting like 75 a day in here. And he showed me his chart because I wasn't doing well, and it was like, I think it was going to be the second opener, or, yeah, it was the second opener, and Sporties were killing him up here still, so he showed me his chart, and I was like, what are all those dots? And he goes, those are all the 20 fathom pinnacles and the 15 fathom pinnacles. I'm like, man, I'm not, no, I'm not even going to do that, no way. No, and that's where a lot of the boats are in there. Those are the locals, you know. It's no wonder that it's infested with king salmon. It's like perfect habitat. Boats coming around. I didn't get bit in there. I got bit further up the line here. The Myra's not coming around though. There's a boat on anchor. It's way up. I think that's where we started getting bites. Up by that boat that's on anchor, a charter boat. might have just been a bum pass, you know, these guys swinging around, do this all day. Might not get anything on one pass, you might get 10 on the next. Chris Miller, who the heck is Chris Miller? Guy sending me a picture. Chris Miller. Got someone who's here been fishing since the opener. They had electrical problems. Don't know what's wrong with their boat. I don't even know who this is, really. Running. He can't get his boat started, I guess. Wonder what boat that is. Who do we got here? It's like a bigger version of my boat. They call them the football boats. 40 foot. It's like a 40-foot Monterey boat. Might even be 43, 42. Can't remember. he said he's got no power to anything on the engine bank. You must have a new engine with like electrification on it. That's what I like about this engine is like there's one wire going to it, two wires technically, the ground and the positive for the starter. That's it. Nothing else. Oh, there's the bite. There we go. The bite now. Same wire, the one with no zinc on it. I'm about to take the zinc off that other wire. You know, every time I put zincs on my wire, they go crazy, like turn black, turn everything black. I wish I could use the zinc because my stops always get ate up. The thing's pulling pretty hard to be a co-host, man. It's shaking it though like a co-host. It might be a big co-host. Go get it. I was gonna let it shake on there for a minute. Trying to see what this Chris Miller guy says. If I go pick it up, does that mean I have to clean it? There's the bite on the port side. But it's hitting the port side float. That's the one without the zinc on it. These are probably co-hosts. This guy's got no power. Yeah, they're hitting my starboard harder now. Gary's trying to get me to pull it in before I get the fish on your hook. I'm not doing it. You know, it's a pretty clear indicator when you're getting a bite on like this one that doesn't have a zinc and like that one over there that's like on the float that doesn't have the zinc. And nothing with the zinc getting a bite, although my float's getting a bite right now. We'll go reel in some fish real quick. You know, I never even heard of that. kind of slicks. There is a slick on the water here, extending off in the direction I trolled in on. I don't know, it's probably the tide. Okay. Let's go get that thing. I have to find my boots. I think I got a pair of knee boots in my fish hole here, in the center fish hole. Grenades on. All these boats. Everybody who's watching Glacier Shark is gonna descend. I don't know. This guy Chris was telling me they were getting them off the Etchicum further towards the Sitica. Big wind if we can fill up this little tiny bag that I got. Oh, there's a nice hit on the port side. Look like a king bite, maybe. Gap that sucker right to the body. Hopefully they won't notice at the fire. Nothing to my fish. With the zinc on it. Well, I guess I took this one out of the water. They can get it. That's a nice bite there. That's a hoochie that Andrew sent me that thing. backwards. The one with the zinc is the one that's catching it. Ah, okay. I think I got another zinc somewhere. Typical for me. I don't have my stuff together here. Zairo! You know what's interesting is I don't have a zinc on, I have it caddy corner, so I know there's no zinc on this float, but this float was getting hit. Typically my starboard side is the better side for me. If they want the zinc, I can take the zinc off my port float and put it on my port heavies. That would help. Mostly I catch fish on my heavies anyway. Saw a bite on this one though, I think. Little. Alaska Critter Cam, hello, John and Bolton. Cyro, get out there to catch the spook. Set that out. Let's see it go out. Back here. Hopefully it doesn't get tangled up. Out there. Way out there. So that was the float with no zinc. Let's see if the float with the zinc caught a bunch of fish. 'Cause boy, that heavy with the zinc killed them. Not set up to keep the pins. I need a separate bag for them. Get that figured out. They're liking the zinc. Whoa, get back in the box. Fish. I've been trying careful with my arm. My arm that was all messed up since the winter time finally got better. But maybe my baby it won't get bad again. That might be another thing. Worth a bunch of money. I probably shouldn't let them go. I should just keep them and let the fish buyer figure it out. The buyer doesn't like it though. We don't have them separated. It definitely looks like the zinc on the wire is the way. That's what's going on here. They want the zinc. Put that on my heavy. I got more somewhere on the boat. I gotta find it. I bought some at Elfin Cove, but I had some on the boat previously. I just had some. white assassin. Okay, I'm taking the zinc off. I'm putting it on the heavy and see how that works. See if that's the key. Seems like it is. I gotta find more. I got more on the boat. Okay, that's what I'm talking. Dance jigs. got a fish. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. What do we even do with them here? I got fish all over the deck here. Not sure what to do. It's been so long since I caught anything. Maybe throw some out on the deck. Nice that it's calm. Whoa, don't you even think about it. He's thinking about it. That's a pink salmon. Pink salmon. On that thing. There we go. Must be great. We might actually have, what? How do you guys get blacked out? I didn't black you out. The water blacker. Oh. Oh. flamethrowers are coming in from every direction. Power went off on my sonar up here. Whenever I hit the button at hit the wrong button at the switch pin, or this thing just going bad. It's going bad. Might have a bad wire. It's pretty old. It's been outside for a long time. I wish I could see how deep it was. I'm gonna have to put it back on. wash these things off a little bit. Seems like there's more fish back there, huh? Better fishing back, further back. Prawn bait? Yeah, there's... You know, I'm not sure about the prawns around here. It's like this is the most populous area for people running around in boats in the whole southeast. The tourists probably caught them all, man, to tell you the truth. They have like all kinds of laws too about the shrimp. Give it a special registration and labels on the buoys and who knows, man. Seasons, I don't know. I don't. It's a good way to get a ticket around here. I don't know if it's open or what. It's probably fished out if it is open. Could only be open to the Sitka nights, or who knows, man. Here we go. I think there'd be more people that would watch this. They did the first year I did it, and then they took away my audience. Yeah, I did. Let's see, we got 1, 5, 6, 5, this is 16. Yeah, I need a wash down hose, something fierce. Next round. Legend's turning around, so I can plan. These big boats, they just materialize when there's king salmon. They just materialize out of the air. It's like a video game where they die and spawn up. Alright. Okay. Zaro! What's it gonna there? Zaro! Look at the fish. Mackerel. Trying to get you guys into the holder here. It's biting me. It's biting me. Get him, Gary! Yeah, these big boats that come out of nowhere. There was only a few of them out here, and now all of a sudden there's another one coming. Another one comes in out of nowhere, coming in out of the west. Where did he come from? That made it worse. This keeps up. I'm gonna need to get my boots out of the storage there. Alright. I think we need to get a zinc on the port side heavy. These boats are so huge. That's how the salmon get caught here in the wintertime. They come out, the boundary line is way offshore down here, and they come out in the worst weather, just fish non-stop on this fish ground. The boats are absolutely huge. Different from Oregon fish? Yeah, they're better. Looks like we got a bite on the turn, dude. We might already have that fish on, I don't know. to find those line zincs. I got some line zincs in here somewhere. I also have like an unbelievable amount of other stuff in here. Can't find anything. Oh, they're freaking awesome! Thank you so much! Oh my goodness! I took it off the both lines that had zincs on them were loaded with fish. Both the lines didn't have zincs for like a couple fish. So I took the one off the float, and I'm gonna deploy it on the heavy on the next pull. I have some other ones around here. Of course, they have them in all the shops. I just got to go to town to get more. I've never fished them before. I've never seen any conclusive evidence that they work for me until now. I changed, this is a different boat motor. I put different anodes. I have bigger aluminum anodes on right now, so it's different. Somewhere around here, I've got some
Shit.
Loud and clear.
Who knows, man? They could be anywhere. Well, not where I can find them, I'll tell you that much. That's okay. We got two. As long as my heavies are fishing, it's good to go. It's nice to get some on the floats too, but the heavies are where I need my fish coming in steady. It's so much quicker to pull them in. If I'm on the fish, it's all I can do is to clean them. If they're biting, 2 lines is really enough. But when the bite's like this, when it's spotty, it's better to have all 4 wires fishing. It seems like there's not fish everywhere. When I run through them, I'm hooking them, but then I go for a while without getting them. That's the heavy with the zinc on it. I would believe it was just because it's the starboard heavy, but the port wire's been catching well, and it didn't have hardly anything on it. And then the port float, which was going to be the least productive wire, was also loaded. It didn't have a thing on it. This could all be a coincidence. Big boat swinging around and probably come over here like 500 yards out of its way to cut me off. Sick to do it. I wouldn't run any stoplights there. They got those cameras all over the place. There's speed cameras, stoplight cameras, cameras on the interstate. They're like, they could, I don't know, maybe they changed it so they just have speed cameras everywhere, but it used to be they could only put a camera up where they had a road construction area. So they would just like put cones out at a construction sign, lean a shovel up against the Jersey wall, and then put a camera on 95, you know. I've seen that. Need to fund their pensions, their retirements, their salaries. No, I don't think so, Gary. It's we're only allowed 4 here. We're in the land of the state trooper here. They can come zipping up anytime. They got a patrol boat that does like 90 miles an hour. They're around. They usually don't mess with you, but they're definitely around watching. Sometimes they come around. Usually they just wait for the trollers to come to them at the fish dock, you know. See what we got. I've actually never had a mess with me here. They boarded me one time down in Craig, the day before the season opened. Told me to put some sealer on my third spool, actually. They told me to do. They were looking for that. Yeah, it's good. My belt's not squeaking either. That's a good thing. It will, though. Tomorrow morning when I start it up, it's going to squall like crazy. It's chirping. I can see why all the boats are turning around down here. It's definitely where I'm getting more bites down here. One certain stretch. I got my float set to 32 now, like 29 fathoms or whatever. Hey Gary, you see the bluefin started biting again, huh? Fish is pretty okay today. I finally landed on a decent spot after all these days of driving. Found me a patch of freezer boats. Come in here and hang out with them. Oh yeah, we got it. I'm still working out the bugs. I'm having a belt alignment issue right now. I did have a bigger issue. I had an overheating issue with the thermostat was bad on it, I guess. It was nice of it to make it as far as Elkin Cove for me. It really was. That was good. I would hate to have had to figure that out in the middle of the ocean. Kind of right behind this big freezer boat here. I don't like to be behind them. I want to be near them, but not right in their way. You know? There's total destruction behind them. Outside of the freezer. Funny, there's no other small boats out here. There's a bunch more boats on the further inshore, but it's all these freezer boats out here. I wonder what's going on the inside. Communist plot? Yeah. That's a good idea too. It does kind of seem like a old Russian communist deal where like everyone all of a sudden is working for the government. If they don't work directly for the government, they're government contracting. anybody who's not government contracting is servicing the people who are government contracting and working for the government. Not everybody, but a lot of it. I'm pretty happy about the fish price though. As long as those government employees are eating fish, I'm okay with it. And I can be part of the servicing of this department. You know what's funny? These kinks haven't all been all that deep. I got a lot of them like quarter of the way up the wire, you know, in like 20 fathoms. I got most of them on the bottom though. Which big, huge boat this is. They look even bigger from a distance when you go up close. I don't know, some massive boat. Just massive. They're the ones that normally just annihilate the king salmon quota when it first opens up. They just catch it non-stop. So they're gone. Here's a nice ball of feed. Target the feed. That's looking real nice. Ought to be some kids hanging out around that puppy. Try speeding up a little bit. You know what's bound to happen is the season will close and then fish will go off. It'll be like king salmon everywhere. Can't catch coho because all king salmon. Try to slow it down. Seemed like we started pretty early. We got a good early morning bite. Better get my line set. There's a boat coming up on the outside, right on the line that I've been on. Supposedly it's deep enough to cross over there, but all I know is that I'm lucky I haven't gotten snagged on that bump already. I don't want to go on the inside of it. Everybody else is. It's supposed to be deep enough everywhere in there, but one spot says like 22 fathoms. But I'm seeing 26 fathoms way out here where it's supposed to be 30. I guess that's not that much of a difference. You gotta clean them? That sounds like a pain in the butt. What do you gotta do? Gillen gut them? Just gut them? Not to fillet them, dude. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now there's 9 of us. Remember earlier there was only 5. All along in here is where I've been getting bites. Oh, you are filleting them. What are they biting on now, Lee? I wonder if I got a bunch of little pink salmon on or something. Make them not get the bite. Big boats outpacing me. Fast. Yeah, these boats are just huge, man. 50-footers. Probably even bigger than 50-footers. Like more than twice the size of my boat. Yeah, I don't know if these big boats would be happy with this. I guess the price is really high. They're probably catching a lot more than me too. Come on, we just had to look for ladder. Jigging, what happened? Are we getting them on? Slimy little devils. Oh, eels, yeah, cool. How much do they cost now, an eel? Big old felt. They go right there, Kevin. Put my head in. strong, nasty one. Big old bull jump. Wish I could get a bite so I could get that zinc back on. You don't seem to like it without the zinc on there. I think it's probably just because the morning's over. That was the morning bite. Now there's boats, all these boats everywhere. High tide at 2. It's like a huge tide, isn't it? I was looking at an anchorage last night and it said 7 fathoms on the chart. I'm like, man, I'm not going in there on 7 fathoms. All the water will be gone. It's negative 3 something foot tide. That's a huge negative tide. And then it was like coming back to 11, 8, and 12 foot or something. Well, I better get the king trolling in while I can because this weather is going to turn south. It might not even be good for me out here tomorrow. Let's see what it's going to be tomorrow. That's cool. The app knows where I am. Really nice today. Super nice all night. Beautiful. Black calm. Tomorrow morning the wind shifts. By 8 a.m. it's a little breezy. Oh yeah, 10 knots. Oh, it gets nice later on. The next day is looking pretty nice here. Thursday, 10 to 15 westerly. 15. Leaning on a strong 15. Friday's really nice. You'd think it would be closed by Friday. Saturday morning not looking so good. I don't know, it looks a little breezy, but fishing's good out here. I can probably deal with it. Sunday looks nice. A little westerly Sunday night. This is where I've been catching the fish, right in here. Monday looks windy. Monday does not look good. Tuesday, sort of borderline. No, not looking good Tuesday night. Strong westerly. Wednesday too, westerly. Pretty strong. Thursday it lays back down. It ought to close in the next few days, I would think. If it's not already closed. Maybe I should see it. These boats wouldn't be in here doing this if it was closed. But I'll check anyway. Let AI figure it out. saying only half of them are caught. That can't be right. AI says we're looking for 87,000 fish, roughly 50% as of mid-July. That's now. Slower fishing pace and fewer active boats. A total of 116,000 fish. Remaining balance will shift to the August opener. Man, it would be really good for me if I could just keep coming out here and catching 5 or 6 kings and 30 colos a day. That would work fine for me. It would be terrible for these freezer boats, but that would be really good for me. I'd do that. That would be like $1,000 a day, which is great for me. These guys need at least like 5,000 to make them happy. I know they catch, yeah, they could probably catch 5 times more than me. Especially because I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just like kind of winging it, you know. I wonder if I need that other zinc out to balance it. Voltage, right? I doubt it. I think it's probably just big. I think I got 5 kings this morning. 5 kings. Oh, there's one now. And about, that one's hitting the wire with no zinc, so go figure. Go figure. I got one on the starboard side too. One on the starboard looks more like a colo. Oh, port float. What the heck does that mean? Freaking awesome. Let him chew on it for a minute. I need to find my rain top, my orange rain top. Oh, I see it. And my boots, my feet are getting damp. Yeah, this is a good situation here. With kings still open, I don't have to like stress out. And there's a few fish. I don't have to stress that. I don't have to stress out about chum salmon so much. I've come down here for chum salmon before and not gotten them. Like definitely had to be a bust. And then other times, right away it's good. Other times it like starts off slow and then picks up. Last year it was a bust for me. But I think I came too early. I wonder how much better the fish is in there where those other boats are going back and forth. They get big. I heard they're big this year at East Bay. They're the second largest salmon. They usually run about a little bit in between the size of these king salmon and the big cohos, some of them can be just as big as these king salmon we're catching. The first time I went chum fishing, they were running really big. There wasn't very many of them, but they were huge. And I caught one, and they weighed it, and it was like 17 and a half pounds, or something like that. 17, 19 pounds. It was huge. Looked like an alligator or something. They were like green colored, you know.